Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to show you something that I finally completed. You know, this isn't the cheapest hobby in the world, and I wouldn't even say I'm really somebody that's in it big time anymore. I bought a lot of vinyl around 2011, 12, 13, 14, and I was getting a lot of this stuff cheap. Then all of a sudden, it started becoming like a bigger craze, and then all these companies were coming out. Some of them existed. Like, I want to say Death Waltz was like the one that I remember back before any of them were around, because I have a lot of Death Waltz stuff, and they were putting out a lot of horror titles. But I finally finished my Friday the 13th Waxwork vinyl collection, and I thought some of these are so cool. Why not do a video and show you guys my collection? We can talk about the music from each and look over some of the cover arts and things like that. It's really cool that, you know, in the world of Friday the 13th today, you know, with so many things that we can't get, like the new video game, which apparently I think they're making another one, but it's not Gun Media from what I understand, to, you know, issues with movies. Music hasn't been an issue. Waxwork has been putting these movies out. These movies records out since around 2014, I think is when I got the first one. So, and I was getting these back in the day, and then it wasn't until literally yet today that I finished two off, because like I said, this isn't a cheap hobby. Honestly, the prices kind of take the fun out of vinyl. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. Let's look at my Friday the 13th vinyl collection. So the first one we have right here is Friday the 13th Part 1. This was the very first one I got. This was the very first one they put out. So if you guys remember the 4K that just came out on Steelbook, they actually did this artwork on the slipcover, which I thought was actually a nice touch. So there's the inside. You got the canoe and everything. And my vinyl, I believe, is kind of this like dark. It's almost like a mossy dark green, but they've done a bunch of variants. One of the rarest variants that they had, that I remember somebody used to send to me on Facebook all the time, was they had a blood vinyl, and the blood actually moved in the vinyl, and it was something else. And of course, this is the Harry Manfredini score, which is the majority of what these are, is the Harry Manfredini scores. So that's Part 1. All right, so the next one. Let me see if I can move my keyboard out the way. That way I have a little bit more room. All right, guys. So this next one is Part 2. And I didn't really like the artwork for this one all that much. Like, you got Mrs. Voorhees' head in the background in the sky. But something about the shape of Jason in this one, I didn't like it. But it grew on me. You got the counselors down here. Jason's almost like this kaiju monster. It grew on me. It's a more of a metaphorical poster. You know, or artwork rather. So, what's the vinyl look like on this one? Here's the case for the not the actual, you know, vinyl thing, but this is the sleeve for just the vinyl. This one is nice. It's white with blue speckles all over it. Very, very cool. Very, very similar sounding to Part 1. Obviously, there are different cues in here and everything, but yeah, this was a good one. Oh, the back of this is gorgeous. You guys got to see this. Look at that. Mrs. Voorhees' head on the table. It's so cool. Oh, man. So, that is Part 2, ladies and gentlemen. Really like that one now. It grew on me. I don't know why I didn't, but you know. This one, I actually have a vinyl rip on this channel. If you guys aren't following Radio CHH, which is a second channel I have, which is all vinyl rips, follow that, because I plan on doing some of the ones I just got. But this one I put on my own channel years ago when I got this. This one I got in like 2016, I think. Friday the 13th Part 3. Now, I was really happy with this artwork. I really liked the artwork on this one. I thought it looked really good. The vinyl on this one, I think, is white with pink. Pinkish red. Looks good. Let's see what's on the back of this one. This was a double vinyl, yeah. Maybe the other ones were as well. I can't remember. Oh, look at the back of this. Really cool. And again, everything you'd want on everything you'd want on here. The thing you want on here is the Hot Ice disco theme, and yes, of course, it's on here. The back of that's really cool. It's from the ending of the movie. Let's see what the gatefold is. Oh, man. Look at that. That's the shot that we didn't get from the movie with the alternate makeup. That's a nice touch. All right, I got to be honest. That is a very nice touch. Oh, man, so cool. This was the first time I remember, as bad as it sounds, this was the first time I remember being very excited to actually get a vinyl for Friday the 13th because I love Harry's score, but they all kind of have a similar feel until you get to the latter sequels. But like 1, 2, and 3's musical cues are fairly similar, you know. But as a Friday the 13th collector, you know, you got to get these. So this one I just got today. This one had eluded me for a long time. Some of these I was actually picking up at FYE. I can't remember which ones exactly, but there's one particular because I still have the promo label in there. This one I just got today, guys. This is one of the two of the last ones I needed to get. The Final Chapter vinyl. Really love that artwork. A cool play off of the poster. The back of that is really cool. Now, I don't know what these vinyls look like, so we're going to see them together. I know it says so on the hype sticker, but I didn't read it. Really cool. A little thin for Part 4 Jason on the back, but I like the artwork style a lot. So I can't complain there. Gorgeous matte black with this holographic color for Jason's with the knife. Oh, man, look at that. Why does that look like Part 6 Jason, though? No, it's definitely Part 4, but it's got the body of Part 6 Jason a little bit. Great shot of all the camp kids around. Corey Feldman down there. All right, let's look at one of the vinyls, because I don't know what this looks like. And I think these change over time. They'll do one color, then when they reprint them, they'll do another color. What did I get? Oh, I got this blood red and white. Very cool. Now, I don't think Lion Love is a Lie is on here. For those that are probably wondering that. Again, this is the Manfredini score. Let's see. Yeah, Manfredini score. So no Love is a Lie on here, which is a bummer. But I mean, I didn't expect that. That's a whole nother license to get that. That's not something you could just throw on here. That's a different. That's owned under a different company. That's from a record label, from that band, and then, you know, that sort of thing. So it's not that it's impossible. It's just it's unlikely because people got to realize it's not like you go to Paramount and say, hey, can we license the music from this movie? They have to, you know, it's multifaceted is what I'm saying. But regardless, can't wait to jam that. I like to listen to these and just clean up the house and get in the mood, especially right now during Halloween time. Oh, man. All right, so here's a cool one, guys. Friday the 13th, Part 5. This one I did get from FYE. This was an FYE exclusive when I still had an FYE, and it's this gorgeous kind of like bursty blue. Got the hype sticker on mine. I keep all my hype stickers on my vinyls. Or if the hype stickers are on like the wrap on the vinyl, I'll get the hype sticker off, put it on the sleeve, put it on the front of the sleeve, and then I'll put the record in there. That's why, like, you'll see on Part 4, this was a hype sticker that was on the wrap of the vinyl, so I pulled the sticker off, then I stuck it on the outer sleeve. That way I can keep that with those, because I'm a hype sticker junkie. Anyway, look at the back of Part 5. Now that's Roy Burns on the back. So, let's take a look inside. If I can get this open, y'all. All right. Here we go. Let's open up the gatefold. Oh, wow. The shot of, this was like if you're Debbie Sue Voorhees killer. Well, kinda. You know, but still. All right, let's let you guys see one of the vinyls. Oh, look at that. Like I said, it's just a gorgeous bursty blue. Really bright and vibrant. Love it. So that's Part 5, y'all. Artwork-wise, the latter sequel's got some great artwork. Now, the next one, I think, is my second favorite. I'll tell you guys my favorite when we get to it. This is the second of the two that I just got today. The next one, I just picked this one up. Love the green hype sticker. Jason Lives. Now, this one does have good Manfredini music that you can start to hear the differences in. That artwork, too, is incredible. You've got the graveyard down there with Jason's tombstone, this lightning hockey mask, which is obviously symbolic for part one, for the beginning of the movie. Great shot of Jason. Now, that's C.J. Graham at the bottom of the lake. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I have no idea what this vinyl looks like. We're going to find out together. But first, let's look at the gatefold. Doesn't disappoint. Look at that. Gorgeous. God, that's so cool. All right, guys, let's see the record. What color is this? Oh, wow. That is cool looking. Holy smokes. And then in the back, you got Jason. Oh, you got Jason in the middle. Wow. That is beautiful. That's the coolest looking one. That's full of color. So, let's look at the track listing. I think everybody's wondering what this has. Again, this is the Manfredini score, so unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get lucky with anything Alice Cooper on here, but I have been wrong before. But I think if Alice was on here, I would have bought this day one. But we'll double check. I will give them credit though. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous artwork. Yeah, it's all Manfredini's score. But like I said, this was a good score. I did like the score for 6. It had a little bit more of a kick to it, I thought, a little bit more life, ironically, considering Jason was resurrected from the dead in this one. So very, very cool. Here's my favorite artwork one. Definitely got to give this one credit. This one's a great score to listen to, guys. Friday the 13th, Part 7 on vinyl. Again, you see I got my hype sticker on the outer sleeve. I got it off. I love the artwork on this one. This one's gorgeous. Here's what the record looks like. I think this one was this one was gorgeous too. Look at that. Kind of like that speckleish purple and pink. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, guys. I love Part 7. I think you guys can tell. I've always got this shirt on. I think Part 7 doesn't get enough credit. People talk about how important 6 was for saving the series and bringing Jason back. But guess what? Part 7 had to continue the trajectory that they were trying to fix. And I think you have to look at Part 7 and say, damn, like it did it. Like Part 7 made just as much money as Part 6, and people left really happy. So I think Part 7 is just as important in terms of the history of the series. Yeah, this is really cool looking. Oh, yeah. Great job on that. And then you got Tina on the back. Really cool. So, and the good thing about this one is you got all those beautiful Fred Mullen stings. That da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. So you've got all that memorable stuff, which Fred Mullen really, he came in to finish the score and pick up spots where Manfredini left off. But to me, this is a Fred Mullen movie. More so than a Manfredini movie. I thought Mullen's score, the cues he did were great. And this is where Fred Mullen really took off, guys. The Jason Takes Manhattan vinyl. Look at that. Gorgeous. So obviously this one, if you're wondering, well, what color would they do this one? Well, they did pink, right? They did beautiful pink because of what? JJ's guitar. So very, very cool. All right, let's see what the inside list. Oh, this one's cool because it's the subway. All right, so here's the front. And it's kind of, you can see this is like broken glass pieces. Oh my God. That is something else. Wow. And then you can take this out, this record out, boom. And on there you get to see more of Jason. See if I can get that out for you guys. Yeah, very, very cool. And this vinyl is that toxic waste color. Really, really cool. So, packaging-wise, they did a home run on Part 8. And Darkest Side of the Night is ripped. If you want to hear what it sounds like from this vinyl, go to Radio CHH and you can find it there. And honestly, if you go look at the comments, people are like, damn, this sounds good. And it did sound good. I had the impression that this didn't sound good, but the reality was I had to get a good record player and software to listen to it truly. And once I did that, the sky was the limit. So very, very cool. And here's a bonus for you guys. I talked about this in the Friday the 13th series video, but I got the series score on vinyl too. Love this show. Huge fan of the show. Will always defend the series. And Fred Mullen, obviously, who did Part 7 and Part 8 soundtrack, did this. So really great, guys. This is just an old vinyl from the 80s promoting the show, the soundtrack and everything. Yeah. Man, so cool. So cool. Crescendo Records. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Huge Friday the 13th fan here. Always have been, always will be, and I love collecting this stuff. So tell me which one was your favorite, and if you guys have any of those, and if there's anything Friday the 13th home video or music related that I don't own that I should, that's reasonable. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.